Picture yourself at the edge of a high diving board. No matter how many times you've jumped off, you still feel those little butterflies before you take the leap. Why is it that no matter how many times we've done something before, we often feel that twinge of fear before jumping in? It's because fear is wired into who we are, but that doesn't mean it has to stop us from achieving our goals, because we choose a different path. And that is why the afraid don't get paid. One of the biggest reasons my coaching works, my clients get results, both mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and of course, financially, is because I teach them to stay open to possibilities. And I'm also open to possibilities, good and both bad, right? But the whole idea is the openness part. And so I want to talk about that today on the podcast, this whole idea of being open to possibility. If you haven't already listened to my episode about the one with the pencils and erasers, you're going to want to listen to that because this is a similar take. In that episode, I talked about being in a childlike state and letting ourselves dream and be free. And this is a very similar concept. People struggle in many ways to elevate to the next level and get the results that they desire is because they're so closed off. And they don't actually know that they're closed off. In fact, they think they're so open. I see it time and time again, and I've coached so many clients on this. And I know you guys aren't saying open to this because most people who even become entrepreneurs and coaches and service providers have a level of openness to the possibility, right? The possibility of like, man, this can be a business. That was the first reason you got in. You thought what you were so good at and passionate about could become something profitable and it could become your livelihood, right? And so I know you can be open to possibilities. And to elevate your income and your life and your mindset and your results and your quality of clients and how you experience business, we have to stay open to possibility. And so what do I mean by this? Well, let's just run some different scenarios. These are all real life examples. I talk about my clients a lot. They don't mind it. And if they do, too bad. We're here to all learn and elevate. So, of course, I changed the names or somewhat of the details, but you guys get the gist of this story. Right now, one of my clients is really, really concerned with her leads. She swears she has no leads. And it's very funny because I've been here. She swears she has no leads. And because she has no leads, she starts panicking. I also talked about this in my other episode, the one about problem generating thoughts. You're going to want to listen to that too, because I mentioned this whole idea of having no leads. Because she believes she has no leads, she shuts down. And so what does a shutdown look like? Panic, fear, frustration, anxiety, feeling uneasy, feeling like bad things are going to happen. When we're in this state, we can't be open to amazing things happening and us being the person who creates those amazing things, the person who creates the results. And so essentially, when you're not open to possibility, you're not open to creating a different result than what you might have had in your head, right? Another example, one of my clients is working on paying off her debt. And today I told her to stay open to the possibility of it going completely different. And of course, this is an amazing goal to pay off all of her debt, right? But she's fixated on doing it this year. It's a promise she's made to herself, her significant other. And so I was just telling her, like, not telling her what to do. But what if you were open to the possibility of not doing it? And you're probably like, huh, Candace? And so my goal as a coach is to get people to think and to see the different options. And the only reason I bring this one up specifically is because in the process of working through paying off her debt, it's also causing a lot of stress and anxiety. And we want to eliminate that as well, right? And so I told her, well, what if you actually had a different thought about who you become if you don't pay it off? Because of course there's a thought, there's an identity that we take on if we don't do the thing that we've been promising to ourselves. I can think of plenty of examples. I'll insert my thoughts. based off of similar examples, like a failure, feeling like I let myself down. And I'm a person who lets myself down. I'm a person who doesn't keep their word, so I can't be taken seriously. What are other people going to think of me? Other people are going to be hurt, or whatever the thoughts are, right? And so we then take on an identity of like, what happens if we don't do the thing, right? And so we can assume my client is taking on some sort of identities or living in some sort of realities and models of which she doesn't want, of course, which is why she's like gun-ho on paying off this debt. And of course, other reasons, right? That's just an amazing goal. But what if that's one possibility? And she just allowed herself to go there in those thoughts and think them. And not to even decide to do it, but to be open to like, man, there could be a lot of different realities of how this plays out. Or here's another one. Let's say she decides she's still going to pay the debt off. Well, what if she's open to the possibility of doing it completely different than the plan that she has now? Because she has a very specific plan, pretty much, right? Like how she wants to enroll the clients, the type of clients she's working with. And oftentimes, here's what happens when we're set on the outcome of the thing we want it to go a certain way. We start creating an idea. We have a vision or a narrative in our head of like, it goes this way to get to that goal. And sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of times, it closes us off because that's the only thing we can see and envision. And if it doesn't go that way, we freak out. And then we are not open to possibility. Because it's possible that it goes very different than what she has in her mind. Let's just say I'm adding in some extra stuff to the story, some extra zhuzh. What if, her goal is to work with coaching clients on a one-on-one basis and mindset, but that's actually not the only possibility that gets her to her goal of paying off all of her debt? What if she creates a membership? What if she creates a group coaching program? And so the thoughts aren't then start just thinking of things and then never picking, and now you have a million ideas and you're overwhelmed. But it's to help you take yourself out of feeling cornered, feeling like you don't know what to do and panicking. And so I'm telling my clients, a part of this is visualizing, a part of it is having faith, a part of it is believing in yourself to create results. And when you can believe those things and you have that amazing combination, you can stay open to possibility. And so I can give you so many scenarios where clients aren't always open and they're like, well, this is the way it has to go. And they want to like argue with me, not this specific client, but right. Just in general, right? No client, just in general, right? Like, this is how it has to go. And it's like, well, why? It's because you're potentially married to that idea and that outcome. And so one of the greatest lessons that I've learned as a multiple six-figure business owner is that we don't always need to be married to the ideas, but we need to be married to the journey, married to getting results, but knowing that the way we get them may not look like the reality that we thought we were going to create, may change completely. And that has been such an amazing lesson for me because then it's allowed me to stay open. And what staying open really means is saying, I'm not afraid of things changing. I'm not afraid of the unknown. I'm not afraid of what's to come. Because then you start thinking on a deeper level and knowing yourself and trusting yourself on a deeper level to handle anything that comes towards you. And that feels really fucking good to be like, I got this. And I'm open. I'm open to, this is sort of like manifestation. And I used to be a manifestation coach. So I get a little woo woo with this. Okay. This is so exciting, right? It's like, I want to make X amount of money. Well, oftentimes we get so fixated on exactly how that's supposed to happen. And so we write out a plan because that's what we're told to do as business, right? In our business. Okay. You want to, let's just say the infamous 10K months. I want to make 10K this month in cash. I like to talk in cash. 10K in cash, not sales, but whatever. It doesn't matter. You choose. Okay. So I need to get one client. I'm literally writing this one client at 1,000 and I have this other offer. So one client at 1,500 and, I have what else do a lot of people have? I'm going to do this masterclass, right? And then, okay, that's going to get me to 10K. And then we're like, yeah, that's going to be the thing. I planned it out. And what we're doing is marrying ourselves to that idea a little bit. What if you completely divorce yourself? What if you detached and said, but I'm open to other possibilities without freaking out, without questioning if you're still going to get the thing, reach the results, but being in a full-blown body, yes, I'm open to possibilities. Because it's possible that you could sign a client at $10K and they pay you in cash. Boom. Threw my pen down for special effects. It's possible that you only need 2 clients or 3 clients. Or it's actually possible that you needed way more than you thought and not needed in that way, but that's just how it plays out. But when we aren't open and we're closed off, we start freaking out when it doesn't look like how we play out in our mind. And the thing about the mind is that it's not fixed. Our reality isn't fixed. And therefore, we get to change it when we decide in a powerful way that we want to. And we detach a little bit. We knock down that ego a little bit and we heal. Massive healing is needed for this. And we trust ourselves and we work on our confidence. And we trust that we can handle things. It all starts to work out. And then we can say, I choose to start thinking differently because I'm open to possibilities of how this may pan out. And from there, you're going to start thinking in a more creative way. You're going to see that there are so many possibilities in terms of solutions. You're going to see exactly how you can create the results that you want in many ways. And for a lot of people, that's what they need because they're so focused on one thought, one way to get the results. And they're panicking and they're like betting their life on that exact way. And then it's like, well, what if that doesn't happen? And so in the process of being closed off and freaking out, it's a spiral. And this all leads to a lot of spirals in business. And so you're not alone because I've been through all of these things. I can say it because I've been here, guys. And so this is why my coaching is so powerful because I am first as a coach, gotta really walk the walk, right? I stay open to possibility that clients change in their demeanor, the possibility that clients come in different ways, the possibility that each month brings different challenges and areas of growth and excitement, the possibility that I might completely shift tomorrow if I feel called to. I know that sounds crazy for a lot of people because we're so used to being like, we need consistent everything to feel safe, but you don't actually. And that's that next level thinking. It's not that you need consistency in every area of your life and everything to be so routine. It's how you think about the things, how you think about life, how you handle changes and how you adapt. And so because I can be so open to so many things, one, I'm a very freaking creative business coach. So that helps my clients to become really creative and to become masters at solving their problems, coaching themselves, masters at creating results, earning more aligned wealth, teaching them how to stay open to possibility. Well, then we're elevating the coaching industry. And so this just goes on and on and on. It's next level. But I really want you guys to think about how open are you really? And you'll know you're not open when you're feeling afraid and you're worrying and you're stressed out and you're anxious. You'll know that there's something that needs to shift, thoughts that need to be changed, potentially feelings that need healing. I love that. Feelings that need healing, right? I want you guys to think about this. How open are you to possibility? I hope this episode helped you all today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you back for another episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to tag me on social media. Everything will be in the show notes. And don't forget to leave a review. And when you're ready, go ahead and visit me at www.candicechapman.com/workwithme to learn more about my private one-on-one mentorship, where I teach coaches how to make selling more effective, efficient, and fun.